Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, go Utes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. Don't mind us. We're just fanning ourselves with $500 million today.
Rich.
We are so rich today. By the way, we were talking about this, and all of a sudden Gary walks in with a wad of cash. Dude!
What kind of contract did you get out of this?
Are you part of the deal?
Absolutely, I
Mr.
am.
Moneybags over there? Holy cow. Anyways,
Here, let's just
Throwing money like it's nothing.
welcome to a Tuesday night. Sorry we couldn't be with you last night. We were at the Utah Mammoth game. We had some sweet tickets last night to watch the Mammoth get beat by the Kings.
Can we do something about this, please?
get the comments there.
The Mammoth, they're not doing so great, but it's still fun to be there. Except there wasn't a lot of people there.
It was sold out.
No, there were so many empty seats there. Did you not notice?
It sold out.
Upper Bowl was sparse.
Anyways, I mean, it's
Let
fun,
me say, I'm
but-
just gonna say, I know there may or may not be hockey fans, but Bryn said it. We were on row 5. We got lucky and got some tickets on row 5. We had inside connection, and
Didn't
we were
invite
right,
me, but it's fine.
basically just right behind the penalty box. And I'm just telling you, hockey players are bigger than you think they are. Now I understand they have 2 inches of skates and whatever, but some of the guys you may look at and go, they're not that big. They're pretty big dudes. And the game is so fast and skilled that it's unbelievable. And I was thinking about it. You hear the cliche, time and space, when you hear guys commenting on games and so forth.
Yeah.
And you kind of, you're listening to it and going, okay, it's a cliche. Really? Well, when you're down right there, because you're basically on the ice, there is no time and space.
It's insane.
It is so fast that there's no time to think most of the time. It just has to be muscle memory and team scheme and the whole thing. You just have to play it at full speed. But what's amazing is how strong they are, how skilled they are. Anyone that played hockey at all, they make it look like when they're passing it and catching the puck, that's a piece of cake. No, and they're going full speed, 20 miles an hour. It's an amazing thing. These guys are unbelievable athletes. They make it look so easy, you forget they're actually on skates.
Yeah. If you haven't been to an NHL game, you got to go. Wait, it's a perfect
Great,
Christmas
man.
gift.
It is a
Buy
perfect
some
Christmas
tickets. Go see the Mammoth because it's so much fun. There you go. Wipe your brow.
Gary almost took a puck off the face last
Yeah, you did.
I was on top of it though.
Ricochet. Well,
Guy made a
it would have
pass,
broken your hand, but
tipped out of the rink.
Oh yeah,
It was Gary head height, but what, like 6 seats over?
it was
something like
over.
that?
I saw it coming though.
You
I yelled, scream, heads up.
You
yell
You yell screamed heads up. It wouldn't have mattered.
I yelled
You would have gone heads up.
No, I would have gone like that, and the dude behind me would have got it.
right.
But fortunately, it hit someone in the shoulder.
Yeah, hit a woman
because there are people sitting in the seats in front of them weren't there.
Oh, it would have been head.
So it was head high.
but it
It hit the dude in the shoulder or the chick in the shoulder.
Yeah.
If the guy's sitting there, he was down in Entrada, probably still eating his roast beef and came in late, fortunately, or he would have had a puck in the face. Anyway, that's our
Anyways,
our
there's
hockey
your-
minute, baby.
No, your Mammoth minute.
Oh,
Get it right, James.
Can we
Jeez.
say mammoth or is it trademarked?
No, well, bummer, I guess. I mean, anyways, we forgot to tell you to make sure to subscribe to the channel. And Merry Christmas. If you're on YouTube, you see I'm wearing my lovely
That is lovely.
Utah Christmas sweater. We're in the spirit. We've got some Christmas lights here in the studio tonight. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel because, the season has come to an end. We probably won't be doing the weekly programs, but we'll still have some every once in a while. So you got to make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming episodes, and make sure you're following us on social media because that's where you're going to get all the announcements of when we're going to be doing stuff.
Absolutely.
Instagram and on Twitter and all of that. Oh boy. Well, we will
YouTube. Yeah, you'll get it on YouTube.
we
too.
will talk about this sweet money deal that was announced today. But we got to start with last weekend first. I mean, there's been so much going on since our last episode.
Is this real? Is this counterfeit?
Fresh off the press,
Yeah,
baby.
how do you
You do it in your.
It's like
how do you
this.
decide?
That
You
doesn't look
used to
like
work at a
real
bank, so how do you
that's
know?
not real. That's a fake Benjamin Franklin.
I'll take it and try it
yeah,
and
See if the
see.
bank will take it.
Fan myself with this wad of cash. Anyways, let's go to last weekend. Was championship weekend.
But can we give them the rundown so where we're headed here tonight?
Oh, so you know what we're going to talk about? Well, we're going to talk
Yeah.
about Big 12 championship and the other championship games. We've got the final CFP poll and the playoffs are set. We'll talk about the bowl games and all the debacles that are going on with that. We will, of course, touch on the Vegas Bowl, which is where Utah is going to be playing. And then we'll get into this $500 million deal that was announced today. Woohoo! So we got a lot to get to. A lot to get to. So if you're here with us, say hi in the chat. We want you to be here. Let us know how you're feeling about all these topics. Weigh in the chat. Let's talk about the Big 12 championship game, Texas Tech and the Zoobs. It played out exactly how I thought it was going to.
Exactly how I wanted it to. Blow out 2.0, baby.
Oh, darn it.
Wasn't even close. It was great. I watched every last second of that game, just like I know you guys did.
And
like
all of
you
you
guys
did.
And I loved every freaking second of it. Thank you very much. No regret.
No regrets.
I'm not gonna
It
apologize.
was great. I loved it.
because
No doubt about
it
it.
was great.
The
It's
better team
beautiful,
won.
man.
The better team won by. It was a bigger margin than that.
Yeah.
But
Look, I'll say first things first. You have to give props to Texas Tech because they've been the best team all year.
Yeah.
They just have. Okay, one hiccup against ASU, but they have been the best team all year.
by a wide margin.
Showed right to the end.
Yep.
Congrats. Now to go do some damage in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Please.
So they were good.
At this point, is this what they do?
Yeah.
I'm throwing tortillas.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Tech, baby.
But
Go do some
Baron
damage.
Morton,
Is the week.
dude,
Yeah,
just
you didn't
calm
look great.
down.
You didn't look great.
You're just jittery. You've been drinking what did you drink? A 12-pack of Red Bull? That's what it looked like. Just calm the freak down and throw them to the ball to those athletes you have. Just play, man. I didn't think he looked that good. But overall, that defense is top tier.
Scary.
They're good. So the running backs, the two of them, top tier. I hope they can do some good. I hope they can do some
They
damage.
can do some damage in the playoff. I think the matchups are going to be really interesting, but they can absolutely do some work there.
Well, see, their matchup is going to be tricky because
Yeah.
they will play Oregon, barring that Oregon wins the first round, which they will.
They can beat Oregon. Absolutely, they can beat Oregon. That defense is scary good.
Yeah.
Okay, now having said all that, let's go to BYU, the Zoobs.
What
Look,
about 'em, Gary?
I'll give props to their defense. Their defense is good.
Their defense is the only reason that
Okay.
they've been good for the last 2 years.
Their defense is good,
very good.
but that offense is trash. Is that clear enough? I mean,
That was
you
pretty
cannot
clear.
argue it. They threw 2 gimmick plays and everything they had in that first drive. And scored 7 points, and you would have thought they had won the national championship. They'd score again.
Yeah. But
Bear
their QB was hurt.
was
Gary.
terrible.
Can't use that as an excuse, as I've been told
As we've been told.
many times by a certain
It
fan
was an
base.
embarrassment.
He could have been 100% healthy, and they weren't winning that football.
No,
was
but
embarrassing.
in reality, with him hurt, that took away their entire offense. I mean,
Darn.
him running the ball has been their whole offense.
Yeah.
So when he couldn't, I mean,
Two terrible picks. LJ Martin fumbled.
He's good though.
I like
Martin
LJ
is
Martin.
good.
That
He's
guy's
actually really-
good.
He's a good running back, but
Yeah, his ankle fumbled it.
Yeah. Bears ankle fumbled LJ Martin
ooh, interesting.
and threw those interceptions.
Mhm.
They-
Wow,
His ankle
Talented.
didn't see the linebacker standing right in front of the receiver.
3 times.
Talented ankle there.
That ankle,
They were-
I'm telling you what, I'd cut the ankle.
Texas Tech, bravo, best team in the conference.
I know. That's the thing is, after we played them,
Mhm.
we all said, "Oh, they're going to the championship game."
100%.
I mean, you just watched them. You watched them all season. You knew
Yep.
that they would be at the championship game, and I think it was very clear that they were going to be the conference
The
champions.
thing about Texas Tech that I'm most impressed by is the fact that they went out there. Everyone knows it. They went out to the portal and bought this team. Good for them. The fact that they were able to put it together in one season like this, that's impressive because other people, Texas A&M is a perfect example, where they go out, spend a whole bunch of money, and then go 6-6 on the season. These guys come in, buy into the philosophy, good head coach, unbelievable defense, and lose one game. And win the conference. What was their average margin of victory? Was 22 points, something
At
like that?
least I thought it was more than that. I think, but it was huge.
I mean, that's crazy. It's good for them.
I mean, that's the thing is against the Zoobs. The Zoobs have a good defense, one of the top in the league. If they're good, you got to give it to them.
Yeah, Jay Hill's a heck of a
And
coordinator.
they got 2 top-notch linebackers for sure. But I don't think Texas Tech offense really was stellar in that game.
Not at all.
They still handled them.
There were a number after like 3 of the turnovers. You could tell Texas Tech's philosophy was, okay, we have the ball. Let's kill 3 minutes off this clock. Scoring doesn't matter because we're up so much. Let's just kill clock. They easily could have put up 50. 2 more touchdowns. Yeah. 48 points. I wish they would have.
Cheers, Texas Tech. Too bad, Zoobs.
Good job.
That was
Texas Tech.
embarrassing.
And all you had to do was win and you're in.
Oh, boy.
All you had to do. All the whining and we should be in and before the game and all that. Look, that was a playoff game for you.
Yeah.
It was a playoff game.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that if you didn't win, you weren't making it. Everybody knew it. And nobody watched that game and went, you know what? They actually should probably be in. No, because you look terrible.
If you're on X or Twitter during the game,
Yeah.
not being overwhelmed by local guys.
Yeah. We weren't saying it. National people were
When
saying
you're
how
watching
boring
what
they
they're
were.
saying, you're going, dang, man.
And so it was a playoff game. You got blown out. No one feels bad for you.
No, not too much.
No, not at all.
Warmed my heart.
Well, let's talk about the other championship games that went on. I mean, the ACC, whatever. Duke pulled off the chaos scenario.
Freak.
Duke, the
ACC.
unranked team, wins the
Thanks
ACC.
for the dough.
Yeah, thank you, Douglas. Just contribute to this, NIL money here. Let's just fan ourselves for a quick second.
Getting hot with all this cash.
I
around.
know, man. Whew. ACC, whatever.
That was that.
Did you watch it though?
I watched it.
I watched it.
You did? I didn't watch it.
Won an OT.
I watched it because it was the last
Aw.
game on that night. And so it's like, all right, it's on. It goes to overtime. And just the chaos.
How is it though? How is it you win your? I mean, that's a good question.
It's
But for whatever reason, Duke's in the final. They win it.
But they don't make the playoff.
They don't make the playoffs. I don't think they should. But it's just a weird the whole structure, which we'll talk about in a second. But
yeah,
other
we'll
games.
get to.
Okay, there's that one. What
Let's
other one,
talk
Brandon?
about SEC. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch any of the Georgia Bama game, but from what I hear, it really wasn't a game.
I saw about half of it and it wasn't a game.
Yeah, Bama got killed.
Yeah, they got dominated.
What was it? They had -3 rushing yards that game or something like
The
that.
whole game?
Huh?
Oh, that's a joke.
What's their quarterback's name? Simpson?
Yeah.
Simpson. He didn't look good. They didn't look good.
-23.
Now, I know they're
rushing
playing
yards.
Georgia, so okay. And I know that Bama beat them early,
Right.
which is fantastic. But as of that game and recently, you remember Bama playing Auburn, by the way. They didn't look very
Struggled.
good.
Yeah.
They easily could have lost that.
Yeah.
And then they played Georgia and did not look good, but
Well, let's put them in the playoff because we just have to.
Yeah, that's a whole
We'll
nother
get to
thing.
it, guy. We'll get to it. Oh my gosh, we've got the playoff discussion is going to be a great one. But let's talk about the Big Ten championship game. That to me was the best game of the entire day. Indiana upsets Ohio State. I mean, it is technically an upset, but they were so evenly matched. But Ohio State, dude, missed field goals.
Oh my gosh.
And then Indiana at the end, that drive at the end,
It's awesome.
it was such a good game.
I mean,
Such a good game.
I think we all picked Ohio State to win. Did you pick
You
Indiana?
take that back right
Okay.
now.
I don't remember.
I picked Indiana, and I even got a text from my Ohio State friend. He was very offended that I picked Indiana.
Okay.
Ben, I apologize, but I was right.
I was rooting for Indiana. I picked Ohio State, but man, Indiana, they're freaking good.
They're good.
And their defense is good. And what I love about Indiana, they'll throw the ball downfield.
Fernando Mendoza.
Third down
Don't
or
you
whatever it
love
was, and
They'll chuck it
throw
down, dude. I
his
love it.
name.
They're fun to watch. Their coach is an absolute menace.
he's funny.
I love that guy.
I like his just.
We're talking about Indiana football.
Yeah.
In 2 years, they've turned around and are the #1 team in college football right now.
Well, did you see
It's
the
remarkable.
stat that they had not beat Ohio State
Uh-huh.
since like the 80s?
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's
Good for them, man.
insane.
I'm happy for them. I think it's amazing. What a turnaround. But that was a fun game.
But now it's the playoffs, and all the euphoria for that, and it's wonderful, can just be absolutely forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
yeah.
last year, Ohio State gets in, Michigan beats them,
Yeah, they get in.
they get it, and they win it all. So,
And
then it's them.
yeah, they didn't make
That's the
their
down. That's
championship
kind of the
game.
downside of the
Agreed.
college
So
football
then
stuff.
let's
But,
talk.
hey,
Let's talk about the final CFP poll. I think Gary, you have it printed there. It was announced on Sunday and the playoff brackets and everything. But the final CFP poll: Indiana first, of course. Ohio State second. So they just flip flopped each other. Georgia at 3 and Texas Tech at 4. So those are the top 4 teams that will receive the first round bye.
Yeah, hold on. You have any issues with that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't.
No, because I get Ohio State lost, but I don't know who you would have
It's
bumped.
guesswork. Who knows?
They would have flipped Georgia with it.
No.
They would have put Georgia too. I'm surprised they didn't because Georgia's an SEC school. So I'm shocked that they didn't put Georgia.
Yeah.
Still would have had a bye, but it surprised me. I think that this is the correct order, but it just surprised me that they didn't give Georgia a higher benefit.
So they at least got the top 4 right. Oregon 5th, Ole Miss 6th, Texas A&M 7th, Oklahoma 8th, Alabama 9. God, that's a lot of freaking SEC teams. Miami 10, Notre Dame 11, Zubies 12.
It's generous.
Utah ended at 15th in the final poll. So, however, in the playoffs, Notre Dame and the Zoobs are out. Tulane and
JMU.
James Madison University are in.
I wish them the very best of luck against Oregon.
I know. James Madison plays Oregon. Who does Tulane play? I can't remember.
Tulane plays Old Miss.
Ole Miss.
Who they've already played, by the way, this year.
Yes, they have.
Which is a joke in that sense.
I know.
Do we want to see him
that's
again?
That's the thing on this is the strategic placing of teams
It's your
where
bracket.
they're putting teams in spots so they'll intentionally play, like that one against Old Miss, or having Bama have a rematch against Oklahoma in the first round. Like those things, they bug me that they're so obviously transparent what the committee is doing. It bugs me.
Okay, let me ask. I'll throw it out. Let's get right to it because it's connected. I know you don't like Notre Dame. You went on a rant last week about it, which is fair enough, except they were ranked what they were ranked.
Yeah.
They didn't play this week.
Right.
And Miami jumped them. And Miami didn't play this week. The other part that bugs me is Vanderbilt didn't play this week, and they were 10-2.
They didn't
Utah didn't play this week, and we were 10-2.
Texas was 9-3.
And Texas 9-3. But we get the final poll, and magically, Miami somehow, and no one played, jumps them.
Yeah.
To get into the playoffs out of the ACC and not even in a title game. And And I don't know what everyone thinks. I don't know what you think. I'm happy that the Zoobs aren't in. I'm happy. However, how do you keep out an 11-1 P4 team? So that's what I throw out there.
For me, yes, I agree 100%, especially when you put head to head all the data points that you want to go off of, wins, losses, and strength of schedule, and all the things that they go off of. The Zoobs have a higher percentage in all of that. So if it's a blind test, they have a higher percentage. So again, I'm with you. I'm thrilled they're not in. I would have vomited if they'd made it. But of all the teams that should be pissed, they're number one. The other thing that is insane is you're exactly right. All of the polls leading up to this week had Notre Dame ahead of Miami. Notre Dame ahead of Miami. Notre Dame was in the playoff. Then all these games happen. None of them play, and Miami jumps them. All of a sudden, the last week of the season, all of a sudden the head-to-head matters now because Miami beat them in week 1 or week 2 or whatever it was. Now it matters. Why didn't it matter 4 weeks ago?
Only by 3 points in Miami.
Right. So it didn't matter 3 weeks ago, but in the final one, that's when it mattered. That I if I was a Notre Dame fan, I'd be losing my mind
it
too.
all of a sudden mattered that Notre Dame's not in a conference. I mean, the reason Miami's in is because they needed ACC representation. They weren't going to put Duke in.
Correct.
But see, then
Or Virginia.
You go to that whole conversation of, so they're representing a whole conference. They weren't even in the conference championship. It's stupid. So many things about it is stupid.
It is a dumb excuse. We have to put an ACC team in. No, you don't. The ACC was garbage this entire year. You know how I know? Because Duke won your conference championship.
But
what?
the thing is,
7-5 or whatever the freak they were.
They didn't have to wait to the last week to put it in the situation.
No.
You look, the fact is, reality is you could see this coming.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama, I think they won some really big games this year, but they've also haven't looked that great most recently.
Yeah, the last 2
They
weeks.
haven't budged, even when they haven't budged.
They get blown out.
Okay.
They don't move.
But they had Notre Dame ahead of Miami that they should not have. That should have been shifted earlier, not got into this predicament.
For me, I don't look, the group of 5, whatever.
It's bad.
It's say what you want. You need to go have your own system. The fact that those teams are taking 2 spots is
no business.
Egregious. It's awful. They are going to get destroyed. So Oregon plays JMU and Ole Miss plays Tulane. They're both like 20-point.
Oregon is a 21.5-point favorite right now.
And that's a playoff game.
And Tulane, Ole Miss is a 17.5-point favorite.
Yeah. See that?
These are supposed to be the best teams in college football.
The best teams in the whole country.
Yeah.
And so, if I'm Notre Dame, if I'm a BYU fan, I'm pissed, especially for those 2 reasons, because those 2 teams.
Yeah, I'm pissed. You telling me we're not better than James Madison and Tulane? Sorry, we are.
Let's go over what the first round games.
But let me say this, though. This is the other part you're talking about. I think the rule is, whatever it is the G5 schools get the top ranked gets into the playoffs.
No, so what it is, that's not right. So that's what I thought it was. It's the top 5 highest conference champions are in. So if you read it that way, so the top 5 highest conference champions. So you've got the highest Big 12, Big 10, ACC, SEC, and then the last 2, because it was those, is because those conference champions were higher ranked than the ACC conference champion. That's why those 2 got in. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Why
do you have Miami in there?
Because they're an at-large. Because they're special.
I don't think they're to get 2 in.
That is the reason why. It's the top 5 highest. The thought process going into it was there would be the P4 plus the P5. That would make up your 5 highest conference champions. But as it played out this year, when you've got a terrible Duke team that wins their conference, they weren't put in because it's not an automatic conference champion in. I'm with you. Go and have your own playoff.
They could have easily not done it.
Easily.
Yeah.
You don't put James Madison and Tulane in. You're having college football playoff and you put James Madison and Tulane in, take one of them out.
Over BYU, Notre Dame, Texas, Vandy, and Utah. Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Nobody would have batted an eye. And
No.
I even think those schools would not.
It's a joke.
I mean, it's a joke. I mean, just be
look,
realistic with it.
Once every 3-4 years, you're going to have a Boise State team that pops up. Good on them. They're going to be 11-1, and they've earned a spot to be an at-large team. Put them in. That's what you do. But this, yeah, the first 9, great. Okay.
But here's my the final things, my point on all of this. Does any of this, first of all, how many SEC teams? 5? Okay. 5 SEC.
You want to
Three-
talk about money?
3
SEC
big,
and
3 Big
ESPN.
10, 1 ACC, 1 Big 12, and 2 G5s.
Yeah, so G5
G5's got more than
the Big 12.
and the ACC. Now, okay. Does any of this surprise us? I know we're all kind of freaked out, but for me, from the start of the season, this doesn't freak me out at all because
Doesn't surprise me.
the SEC and ESPN and the Big 10 control it. Their influence is massive. It's big. It always has been. It always will be. They got the money. They've got there is no way we're going to get these bids. That's why BYU got screwed.
No,
1 million %.
That stuff, the SEC and Big 10 stuff doesn't surprise me. The leaving out a Big 12 team for a group of 5 surprises me because the Big 12 has more money and influence than those teams do. And will have more viewership and things like that. We always talk about it's a show. What do you think Oregon is going to do to James?
Okay,
Madison
but the other
University?
side of it, Bryn, is this. See, I agree with you on the one hand, but prior to this season, when everyone was debating the how many teams in the playoff, 12, 14, 16, and there are all these different scenarios. And your mark, and including Whittingham and a bunch of other coaches in the Big 12 said, we want to earn it on the field.
Yeah.
We don't want any automatic bids because we're just going to earn it on the field. Oh, and I'm thinking, no, you guys, we're going to get screwed because you know who controls it? The SEC and the Big 10 and ESPN, that's their teams.
They're the puppet masters.
And it happened.
Think about it.
It happened. And
Think about it.
This is where we're at.
In the last 2 years, there's been 24 playoff teams. The Big 12, 2 of those 24.
Yeah.
And it's been the conference champion.
And
They had to put them in because they've been ranked high enough. They were good teams, so you had to put them in. But no at-large bid so far. Here's the thing that really is like, okay, I'm looking at the future. I'm looking at next year. What changes next year?
Yeah, why is it going to change?
What's gonna
No,
change?
nothing's going to change.
Next year, let's say Utah goes 11-1, loses in the championship game to a 12-0 Texas Tech team. Because if you've seen their schedule, holy crap, Texas Tech has a cakewalk. Utah ends up being 11-2. Same exact thing is going to happen. There's nothing preventing this same scenario.
No, it's what I ranted about last week. I don't think the Big 12 is doing anything to help itself.
It would have been fascinating to see what would have happened if the Zoo had one.
Yeah.
Or actually look good. That was a factor, dude.
It was a factor.
No, looking good wouldn't have mattered.
If their offense was dynamic, I think it would have.
Okay, so let's say they lost by 3. Let's say it was 34-36.
I mean, if it's going up and down the field.
If it was like the Indiana-Ohio State game.
Yeah.
They would have had to put the Zoo in instead of Miami. I don't think they would have done it.
We'll never know.
We'll
I'm
never
just
know.
saying it would have made a
My
difference.
argument here is, yeah, they could have looked better for sure, but Miami is that brand. They've got the history, the logo, the representation of the ACC that they've got to throw in there. I think if the Zoos had lost close, it wouldn't have mattered. They'd still be out.
So the first round is Alabama versus Oklahoma. Then you have Oregon versus JMU, Miami versus A&M, and then Ole Miss versus Tulane. So you have 2 good games and then 2 crap games. One of my biggest things with the stupid playoff is the timing of all of this. Have you looked at the calendar of this? This is so ridiculous.
It's so weird.
That we announced the playoff on December 7th. The first round doesn't even play until December 19th and 20th. And then the quarterfinals, so the 4 teams that have the first round buys, they don't even play until January 1st.
Christmas Eve.
Basically a
Or
month.
New Year's Eve, I mean.
A month from when it was
They should be playing
announced.
this week.
They should be playing this week. You should have announced it on Sunday. You should be playing the first round Saturday, the next round next week, the next round the next week, and then finish the championship game should be the first week of January.
Yeah, and there's no at the start of the season, there's no week 0.
Exactly.
Games start August
The
28th,
season's
the
gotten so
end of
long.
August, and move along, and then the game should start immediately.
Because the championship game is like middle to end of January. It's too long. This is too long. If you want to,
I get the argument to heal up. I get that argument, but as we've all
it's
seen,
playoffs. You play hurt. That's every other sports
well,
franchise.
and yeah, the
every other sports
NHL
league.
season doesn't end, and then they get a month off to heal up.
No.
It's, hey, your season ended. All right, you're playing the Panthers in 4 days. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
The calendar has got to change. I mean, there's so many things about it that need to change, but that is a huge one.
It's a long gap.
It's too big of a gap. And even as fans, it loses its luster when it just continues going on to middle of January.
It's like
Oh,
getting involved with the NFL, man.
yeah. And see, then you
It
run
gets
into
involved with the NFL.
and
It's
then
stupid.
That's why they have the national championship on a Monday,
Monday
night,
night.
which is always lackluster. The viewership is not great. It's like you need to end the
That's true.
season January 1st. The Rose Bowl should
You know,
be the national championship game every single year, January 1st. That's when it ends. Boom, bang, it's done.
The national championship game is January 19th.
It's ridiculous.
January 19th? That's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
6 weeks? Holy crap.
All right, well, we'll talk about Utah's bowl game. But before we do, it is time for you to upgrade your smile game. And at Thomas Orthodontics in Spanish Fork, Dr. Thomas brings the plays, braces, clear aligners, and custom plans for every smile. Check out at Thomas Braces on Instagram for laughs and easy booking. And the best part, and this is kind of your last chance to do this, is to mention Utah football fans for $500 off your full treatment.
It's a bargain.
I mean, look at all this money we have here on the table. That could be yours. By just mentioning Utah football fans to Thomas Orthodontics, you'll save $500. All right, Utah is going to the Vegas Bowl. Like we talked about last week, we kind of knew that was coming. Playing against Nebraska, New Year's Eve, Allegiant Stadium. I don't know. I mean, yay. I'm not.
I don't know. As far as bowls go,
It's fine.
nowadays, it's. I don't mind. The truth is, though, it is January 31,
December. It's New Year's
or
Eve.
rather, December 31 versus playing even before Christmas. Those are crap.
Oh, yeah.
But at least this is at a decent time.
If you want
to
to spend
play.
New Year's Eve in Vegas, I mean,
Sure, the game's at 1:30 Mountain Time. So was that 12:30
Look,
Vegas
the bowl
time?
games
Yeah.
are what they are. There's so many of them. The beach bowls have all been absorbed and incorporated into the playoffs,
Yeah.
like the Rose, the Fiesta, the Orange, and whatever. So aside from then, the other bowls have just kind of been relegated. They are what
It's
they are.
sad.
And there's a million of them, whatever. So the Vegas Bowl, that's fine. We get to play Nebraska. That's cool. But for me, I think you saw, I did tweet out that for me, bowl games now are like friendlies in soccer. It matters. You go to play to win, but it's not life and death. You can play guys that, I don't know, you can just get experience with your team.
Yeah.
Have a good have the good experience with your team. Enjoy the festivities as team, as the fans. It's a reward. Don't think too much into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's an honor, though, to go play. So I think teams should play. I get there's going to be some players that won't play, particularly these kind of bowls, because, they don't want to jeopardize their millions of dollars in the NFL. I'll get it. That's what's going to happen. Utah will have some. Nebraska will have some. But so what? It's a game. Let's have fun. Get some practices. It's a reward. And here's the other thing. I listened to a couple of guys talk about a day or two ago who played football. One guy was in college. One guy made it in the NFL. It actually was a quarterback in the NFL and a Super Bowl champ with the Buccaneers. Is that in the emotion of things now, you may say, I don't want to play. Go in a corner and cry like Notre Dame is. I don't want to play. And 5 teams out of the Big 12, we're not going to play.
Pathetic, Big 12.
That is ridiculous. I'm just saying. But these guys were saying, look, the adults in the room need to say, for most of these guys, particularly the seniors, you're never playing again.
This is your last game. Period.
It is over, and you're gonna walk away, and you're gonna wish you had one more time to suit up, get on that field with your guys, play a game, be in front of the fans. It ends, and then it's over, and you are taking it away from these guys.
It's crazy to me, especially like Notre Dame.
So don't do it.
Who?
That's my take on it.
Was going to go to Bryn's favorite bowl, the Pop-Tart Bowl.
How dare you
And
turn
they
down the
say-
Pop-Tart Bowl?
No.
How
How
dare you.
pouty is that?
Yeah, children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Childish to take my ball. I'm going home. You know how many guys in that room will never play again?
Mhm.
They had absolutely no idea that last game was their last game. That's it for these seniors. And now, okay, we're going to wait. We get in the playoff. Who knows? We don't make the bowl game we want. So we're never, ever, ever playing again. It's crazy to me.
What does
Well,
it prove, though? What
So
are you
nothing.
proving to
Who's your
anybody?
children?
I don't know. Notre Dame is the big headline that turned down the Pop-Tart Bowl against the Zoobs. But like you mentioned, there's 5 Big 12 teams that are not playing in their bowl game.
Kansas State,
Baylor,
Baylor,
Iowa State.
and Iowa State. And there was one more.
I don't know. If
There is one more.
it was Klatt was talking about what you were talking about.
Was he?
Yes. And he also mentioned just the extra practice time.
Yes.
That's the other
bowl
thing.
game has
Whittingham
now
loves it.
bowl game has now turned into this is the start of next season. You're starting to get your new guys practice time, play time. We got to leave the mentality behind of that this is like our last game of this season and we want to go out with a win, all of that. It now needs to shift to many of your starters aren't going to play. So you're now getting the next team up, next man up.
Mhm.
It is their exposure, their time to practice. You get like 17 extra practices. They get to play in a big game on a big stage, things like that. So it's starting off your season right. Why would you give that up?
Whittingham talked about it last year. Not making a bowl game sucked, and his number one reason was
Yeah.
because you don't get those extra practices. Those extra
For
reps,
coaches and players.
yes, those extra reps for guys like you're talking about, the guys that, okay, let's see what we have in this guy for next year.
Right.
17 practices in football is a big deal. I don't know. I think it's
Right.
crazy.
No, it's loser
What-
behavior. And my favorite guy, Marcus Freeman, I don't like what you're doing.
What do you think about Nebraska?
I don't know anything about him.
They're banged up. Patrick Mahomes
Wannabe.
he's not playing. He broke his leg.
Oh, it's that guy
Yeah.
that
It's-
walks around
It's
like
the
him.
imitator of.
Emu Mahomes.
It's embarrassing.
It's weird,
See?
man.
Rayola's not
No, he
playing.
broke his leg. He's
Dang it.
out.
Dang, I want to see him go like this. It's goofy hair.
he does the
Walk
Mah-
like him.
He does the Mahomes.
So he's out. They've got a number of other guys that are out. We're favorite.
I'm glad we're playing Nebraska. It could have been other teams. Whatever. Again, it's a friendly against a
and we don't know.
classic team.
We don't know
Let's
from our
go.
team.
Let's
who's
enjoy.
Gonna,
Let's
who's gonna
go.
play or not. I mean, people have asked if we're gonna go. I mean, I'm not planning on it,
We'll
but
see. We'll see.
I did just see someone say that the Raiders are then playing
Yeah,
on that Sunday. But
the Raiders would have to
You gotta-
pay me to go watch that hot garbage.
That is
I ain't paying my money to go watch the Raiders suck. I told my son the other day
oh,
that the Raiders were a professional team. We talk about college and professional.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't believe that the Raiders were a professional team. He said to me, he goes, "They're not a professional team. They never win." That's what he said. That's what my 8-year-old told me. And
Well, that is true.
can't argue with him. You go, yeah, it's true, buddy.
They never win, but the Chiefs suck this year, so it's great.
It's true. That's the only thing
The only
holding me
thing that's
together.
well, the NFL.
We're a
does.
15.5-point favorite, just so you know. Nebraska 7-5 this year. So they had a
We'll see.
here.
Who's going to be there, who won't. But hey, enjoy it.
All right,
All right, that's it.
Let's get into the news of the day. Get this money flowing. Money. Ooh, I'm just gonna pocket that one.
Isn't
right
that the- isn't
there.
that
He's
the-
not even gonna
magician
notice.
from
That goes right in my pocket.
Frosted Snowman? Isn't that money? What does he say?
Oh yeah,
The magician.
Frosty the
Frosted
Snowman.
Snowman.
Does he say money?
No, what does
no,
he
he doesn't
say?
say. That's like
Why am I
that's like a childhood
All right.
throwback. Woo! All right.
pull up this hundy here?
Utah Athletics today announced.
Oh, this is not. I don't know.
This is big. This is huge news, everybody.
If you've been living under a rock all day,
Utah has entered an equity partnership with Otro Capital, who are a private equity firm in New York City. The new venture is expected to generate as much or more than 500 million with an M, $500 million.
so like $500 million. Okay.
$500 million
Wow.
in capital.
Otro equity.
Woo! So I'm just reading some of the quotes from Ross Dellinger from Yahoo Sports. He was kind of the one that broke the story today, but there was a press conference with Mark Harlan and Taylor Randall, president of the University of Utah. At the center of the project is the creation of a private independent offshoot of the athletic department called Utah Brands and Entertainment LLC.
Mhm.
So the way I'm receiving it and reading it, it's meaning basically a different business entity is now running,
They're creating a new business
Athletics.
entity.
right, the athletics department and NIL
Named this,
and all,
apparently.
named Utah Brands and Entertainment LLC. So an executive team from Otro Capital combined with the athletics department personnel will lead the creation and operation of the new company, which will live within the university's foundation. Again, there's a lot of that's going to go into this, and we don't even know the half of it. I feel like at this
No,
point,
we really don't know.
we
all the
just know
details.
that the creation of this is happening. But I'm going to be very honest, because it's University of Utah, I am ecstatic. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I love it. But it is infusing more money into the sport I love, which has been a detriment, and I don't love that part of it. But it's adapt or die. You have to adapt or die, and I love that this is the way that Utah is adapting.
Let me read just one paragraph. Go read it. He broke the story, Ross Dellinger. But here's another paragraph from his article, which I like personally. But he says it's a marriage that features a 9-figure capital infusion, which we mentioned, and the creation of a shared ownership for-profit entity. So this business is a for-profit entity or business to operate the athletics business and financial elements outside of the traditional university framework. The point I like, it's for profit.
Yeah, they don't. in
Okay,
this
this isn't just a donor giving money and it can be wasted. It doesn't matter. These guys, see, this is the profit motive in my mind is the best motive to get things done.
Winning brings money.
So these dudes are going, including some donors and the university, a partnership, creating all this stuff, which we'll talk about, with the idea of not just, oh, here's our money, whatever happens, happens. No, they're creating it to make money. That's the only reason they're doing it. Particularly with Otro Capital, they're here just to make some cash. And so what does that mean? You make money by money. That's why they're putting the money into the program. And how does your program succeed? By the product is top notch. And who's our product in the football arena? It's the dudes playing football. So that means you go out and get the top team you can get with all this cash we're going to give you. So you get the best product. And because winning is the greatest profit generator, losing does not create it. Winning does. And in order to win, you need the talent. I love the whole cycle of it because this only works as if your team's good. And so they're going to have to put money into the team. That's the whole plan here.
This isn't the other thing about this. Yes, this is the first time that this has happened in college sports. I mean, this is groundbreaking.
Apparently, Boise State has done it.
Similar, not like this
Not
is
like
new.
this.
Different.
It's different, but similar. But this isn't new for sports.
No, not
No.
sports.
So there's teams. Here's a list of other teams that have done this, and you're exactly right. They don't get in it just because they're sports fans. The difference between this and what's going on already is I'm an alumni. I love this team. Here's my money because I love it here. There's no return on that. What's the return for a guy that owns a bunch of cookies and goes,
He
"Here
can
you
go into the locker room and
You
act
go in the
tough.
locker room and you can post something on social
You
media
can tweet
and
about
look
it.
how special I am." But there's no return back on that. And at what point do you go, I have given this school $40 million and got nothing back on it. I'm not doing this anymore. This prevents that. They're infusing this. It's there to make more money. So the better we're doing, the more money that they make. But there are teams, for example, there's a list. Boston Celtics, T-Wolves, Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, Dodgers, Yankees, Giants, Buffalo Bills, Dolphins, AC Milan, to name a few that are involved in private equity firms and sports. So this is not some random experiment. Also, this didn't happen overnight. This has been going on for a very long time.
More than a year.
It said over a year.
Over a year with President Randall, who was the president of the business school.
You're the dean of the business school.
The man knows,
he knows what's going on.
Business. This is not oh my gosh, we have to react to what a school 40 miles down the street did with. No. This is hey, exactly what you said. Adapt or die. Do I love it? No. But college football has been trending this way for so long.
No, it's
And if you don't have a dude that's an oil tycoon or started a tech company that can just throw hundreds of millions of dollars your way for no freaking reason, or the other thing is, if you're not have that SEC logo on your jersey that's getting that ESPN money, you're behind the 8 ball. You just are. I'm sorry, but that's where we are. So I love that the University of Utah took the initiative and said, how can we get money? What can we do to get money? And this is what they came up with. And by the way, they still own more than 51%.
yeah, the majority ownership.
The majority owner.
It says the university retains majority ownership and decision-making authority.
Yep.
Otro marries the capital infusion with a team of experienced operators. Now, you can guarantee, because of all the money, there's going to be pressure on the Utah to make sure they're making money, which means we have to succeed.
Great.
But I'm for it. Let's go.
This is, for me, when I saw this news break today, my first thought was, we are so dang lucky to have Taylor Randall as the president of this university, because this screams of him. I think he was the driver of this.
100%.
He is the talent to pull this off. He knows what he's doing. He is business minded. If you know him, you know that about him. And the way he turned the business school around speaks volumes. And now he's doing it with the whole university and with the athletics department. And it's fantastic to be the front runner of this.
Are there things that make me nervous about it? Yeah. I mean, you're going into business with a giant business whose entire goal is to make money. So what's the exit strategy look like? Where does this go? What kind of
They have it. They just haven't given the parameters.
All the parameters, and they're not going to tell all of us the parameters. They don't need to. But it's exciting. And here's how I feel about it. If the NCAA hates it, we'll screw off, because you have had 5 years
give a shit about them
to generate rules. It has been the absolute Wild West.
Yeah.
There have been no rules. There's been nothing in place that says you can spend this much or you can spend this much. A player can earn this much. No, it's just been do whatever the freak you want. When you get a paycheck that comes in, spend it on whoever you want. If you want a guy that's not in the transfer portal, we'll turn a blind eye to it. But now all of a sudden, Utah does something unconventional and everyone loses their mind. Well, if you hate it, change the freaking rules. But until you do that, good on you, Utah.
Well, the thing I think for fans
we can still get them.
The thing for fans that's a concern
if we want them.
We want them.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if we want them anymore. Anyways,
nothing's off.
but the thing that is concerning as a fan is, are my ticket prices going to go up? And to that, I say, yes, they will.
Merch.
Plan on it. Merchandise is going to go up
every year anyway.
It does go up. That's the thing. It has gone up every single year, no matter what.
We were 5-7 last year.
Yeah, and
And
our
they
ticket
go,
prices went
and
up.
they go, hey, thanks for being a fan last year during the worst season we've had in 20 years. Your prices went up.
Yes. So, but they are going to go up. Just plan on it, because I have heard that when those other teams that James read have done partnerships like this, their prices have gone up.
It's going to go up anyway.
Those names that you read, I mean, the Dodgers, the Yankees,
Golden State, AC Milan.
AC Milan, I think Chelsea FC was one of them too, the Premier League teams. I mean, those are not and those are teams that are doing very well and have done well.
So the
but
Otro gets the rights to our brand, Utah, and our logo and all that stuff, because so they can use it
merchandising.
to
They can
merchandise
sell
it.
it, yeah.
It said the company's primary goal, this new entity that Utah and Otro create, is to generate more revenue across an assortment of areas, including ticketing,
yeah.
concessions, corporate sales. That's big. Sell stuff to corporations.
Great.
And sponsorships.
Great.
This entity is charged with overseeing and operating the revenue share pay system, which, that 20 million, that's peanuts now to what's going to happen.
Which is insane.
The new entity provides the department with more flexibility and freedom, considering it'll operate separate from Utah, the public university. And I did hear, it wasn't part of this article, but Utah, of course, retains the choosing of the coaching staff and the players. There's going to be a president, not a part of the University of Utah. I don't think part of Otro, a president who basically, if you know the corporate structures, is like the day-to-day guy. There's a board of directors of 7. Harlan's the chairman of the board. Utah gets 4. Chairman of the board is Harlan. Utah gets 4. Otro gets 2, and then 1 at large on the board. The president, of course, answers to the board of directors. That's kind of the corporate way it works. But the one thing that's important is, I found in this article that Utah cleared the partnership with the NCAA officials to remain under the NCAA umbrella. Utah's university president and athletic director must retain the majority of decision making.
Yeah.
And that's important.
It's very important. It's
So
a must.
we have the majority in the business, the power of decision making, the coaches we choose, the players we choose. We're still in charge of it. This infusion of money, they just expect return on their money. But they're not. But what they're giving you is the cash to provide what is necessary to get return on their money. That's the exciting part. Is this stuff? Let's see. We need a wide receiver. Yeah, we don't want a 3-star. Let's go find a 5-star, because you can. No, some team over here offered me $500,000. Well, that's swell. What are you? Oh, 5-star. Yeah. Okay, we'll give you $600,000.
Well, so
that's what's going to. I'm hoping happens.
Well,
let's go, baby.
So that's
I'm
exactly
in.
the difference. Is now it is the portal shopping is open, and even if they're not in the portal, because as we know, tampering
Absolutely tamper away.
Look, I mean, honestly,
Don't say
that's what the teams are doing.
Have you now your eyes? Have you got blinders on?
We
That
know
goes
that
on.
this happens, and so
Freak, let's go.
Look, the obvious part why this is so amazing is because when you've got a guy like Daniel Bray or Bird
Ficklin staying people,
who is a freshman, and the entire country can see, look how good that dude is. And you're going to have dudes calling him and going, we'll offer you X amount of money. So then he walks into Coach Whittingham's office and says, Coach, I got a call from whoever school. They just offered me $750,000. Well, now Whittingham in the past would have to go, my budget is this. I got to balance all of it. And how much can I give to this guy? Okay, I got to call Ken Garf. I got to call the Huntsmans. I got to call the 5
beg
people
again
and beg them for some cash. Now Whittingham can say, and it's all, I'm sure they're going to have metrics and analytics for all this crap of what people are worth. And they're going to go, they offered you $500 or $750,000. Great. We'll give you $1 million to stay. And not even to think about it.
Or here's the other side of that. I was thinking about, I agree with it. I was thinking about that. But say he comes in and goes, I want this amount. And you go, no, we're going to go get someone that's even better than you.
Yeah.
So there is
that flip of the coin.
There is the flip the coin. So I'm just saying.
Not Ficklin specifically. We love you.
No, I want Ficklin.
Oh, yeah,
I want
no,
Bray. I'm just saying.
Examples.
They're staying. Yeah.
Examples.
We have it. From what I'm hearing, we're going to be able to go out and get top-notch players,
Shopping, baby.
And then I saw someone mention it. We were 10-2 this year, people.
I know.
We were a touchdown away from beating the Zoobs.
Yep.
Couple decisions, maybe. We were 10-2. We had a good season.
You've always wanted to do that.
Man, I'm all for. Look, I don't
hey.
like where college football is. I've been against. I've been
I don't
whining
either.
about it for years. I don't like what it is, but
Well, yeah,
it is
but-
what it is.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah,
As the saying goes. I hate.
So let's go. Jump
we're
in
here.
and let's go get it.
I hate that college football has become whoever's got the most money. Look at the teams in the playoff.
Well, exactly.
Who spent the most money? I guarantee it is a parallel until you get to the two.
Those with
G5
the most
schools.
money.
The people with the money are the ones that spent the NIL that are now in the playoff. And you're exactly right. We were 10-2, and we're 3 points away from being right there. And here we are now with the ability to go out to that 5-star kid and go, okay, where are we missing? We're going to have linebackers going to the NFL. We need a safety and 2 receivers. And everything's on the table now.
Hey, Otro Capital, I would like to put a plug for the Utah Football Fans podcast to be the official podcast of Utah football. You guys are in charge of sponsorship deals and corporate deals.
Hey,
We're here available.
we know how to handle this.
We are
Yeah,
available.
we just do it all over the place.
No,
I've
we're
never been around this much money in my life.
we're available for sale. So I'm just
I will sell myself.
I am putting that out there. Everybody,
Give me a.
spread the word. Somebody knows or Otro Capital.
I have done a lot worse.
The Utah
For a
Football
lot
Fans
less.
podcast. We are here. We are ready to go.
You know what's going on? If you look at the macro view of college football, and you have the SEC we've mentioned in the Big Ten and whatever, and we wonder why doesn't the NCAA and these other schools come together and get it together and make it more fair?
Uh-huh.
And you hear talk, Sankey from the SEC, they'd say all this
They're
stuff.
gross.
Okay. They're never going to do it because they have so much more money than everybody else.
Why would they?
They control it all,
Mhm.
and they're not going to give up their power.
Nope.
They know that. They even know the Zoobs can't compete with them overtime. They know Utah and everyone in the Big 12 can't compete with the revenues they're getting from ESPN, man.
100%.
So they're
Why
not.
would
And
he-
so now
Yeah.
this, if we set a standard and other schools start doing it, which then that will really even the playing field.
Another school.
That's how reforms happen, because these big guys don't want us to be there.
No, and the SEC says all the right things.
They're
and
full of crap too.
They're full of crap. Why on earth would the SEC want to help in any way?
No, they're not.
The
None of
Big
them.
12.
They're not going to regulate things because that
No.
would dip into their paycheck.
They're the ones that are making all the freaking money.
Uh-huh.
So if they're helping poor Big 12, it's going to hurt their bottom line.
That's why there's not.
They're not going to help. But now you're right, dude. Now, and that's why this is so
I think it's great. I
Great.
hope it works. Am I nervous? I guess so.
There's going to be things.
sure.
There's
But I'm
gonna
not,
be-
honestly.
Oh,
Roadblocks.
and please, if you're listening, can we get out of Under Armour, please?
Oh,
I'm just Under Armour.
yes.
Nike or Jordan,
You know, this
please.
this is Under Armour too. But
Please.
let's be done with
it's
it.
time.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It is time.
We need
Now that
some-
you're in charge of all the branding and
We need some better
merchandise,
gear.
go.
Here's
hey,
the other.
again, we are available for consult
Right? Jordan would be
with-
sick.
with Utah merch, and we'll model for you. I mean, look at us.
Look at
Look at this.
Thank you, Ole.
We can model Utah gear. James is wearing a medium
I know.
in his shirt. He's so self-conscious because it's
it's like skin tight. It's
It-
not on purpose. Because if I get a
Uh-huh.
large, it goes to like my knees.
He's a mid. He's
we are ready and available.
I need marges where they're medium length but large
Marge.
size. I need a marge.
Oh boy.
I know. So, here, let me just. I see someone was talking about the Big Ten. I'm going to the Big Ten.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'm not going to hit that directly, but here's the thing: is I don't think you can watch and observe the landscape of football, college football, and not know that one major or two conferences are coming.
Whitney
Okay.
has been saying this for 5
He's been
years.
saying this, and I'm just saying this kind of thing, first of all, proves that we're serious.
Yeah.
We want to be a player.
Yep.
And if it succeeds, we will be a big player, which then puts us, we already have a reputation nationally. Utah's brand, it is there. I know some people want to, it is there, but this can put us back up there in the compete, not only just on the field, but just the financial stuff and the ingenuity. And so when that happens, we're included.
Yeah.
Just another thought.
All righty. Well, let's end the show. I don't know if we'll have another show before the playoffs begin. So give me your playoff winner. Who's
Well, no, we got to have, we'll have one before
no.
the end of the.
I don't care. Do it now before the first round. Pick who's winning the Natty.
Texas Tech, baby.
Ooh, James.
I don't actually think so, but that's who I'm cheering for.
Okay. I like it. Indiana.
That's what that would my
Georgia.
That's so boring.
Georgia.
Let me see I haven't looked at the bracket breakdown well enough.
Gary, how dare you?
Yeah, because look at this. Georgia would have Ole Miss.
Ew.
Ooh, Georgia, Ohio State. That would be saucy.
No, I'm gonna go with Indiana with the
That's not saying that
psychopath.
who I want.
Psychopath Signetti. Well,
Give me Texas Tech.
Well,
Let's
sure.
go.
I'd love Texas Tech.
No. That's what I'm picking.
let's do it. All right, people.
If their quarterback doesn't get in the way, which is insane because he's a senior.
It's going to be pouring money, people.
It's called making it rain.
It's making it rain, Gary Gall.
It just
Jeez.
means
like
the
you've
same
never
dang
been
thing.
to a-
Pouring. $1 million, 2 million, 50 million, 500 million.
I forgot one of those.